OMFL Week 2 action. Saints versus Patriots. Week 1 didn't work out so well for me, so we'll see how bad Week 2 is. We're still trying to figure out sliders, but yeah, Week 1 I got my tail handed to me pretty good, so I'm going to have to really focus on this one if I plan on even keeping up with the mighty Patriots, who I'm pretty sure can hear me right now, but it's okay. No turnovers.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see two future Hall of Famers still playing at the top of their game. It's 40-year-old Tom Brady and the young man, 38-year-old Drew Brees.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This is James White, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice leaders in yards per carry last year. You think, oh, maybe Zeke Elliott, Devontae Freeman, DeMarco Murray. No, it was Mike Gillisley, 5.7 per tote.
You're exactly right. That's not a name that comes to mind readily. And, of course, he didn't have nearly the number of touches as those guys. But still, a good, hard inside runner who can break a number of tackles. And he is very efficient in his running style.
They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis.
How did he juke the guy that had his hands on him?
Officially no gain
on
the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And a wildcat formation here. Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ten yards still left on second down. Brady to throw on second down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's see what we got here. Peterson did not run the ball well at all last week, so it's going to have to get a little run game going.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Awfully nice to see Adrian Peterson back and running well. Look, it was just 2015 when he won his last rushing title. Got hurt in 2016, and that season became a bit of a wash.
Yeah, it did become. Hoping to get back to that old form that you're alluding to, though. He does have 3 rushing titles, including that one you mentioned in 2015. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, Peterson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play.
Come on, man.
I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the
What the
top.
hell's wrong with my PlayStation tonight?
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. David Harris in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
That's fun. Nobody even gets the helmet on the guy.
Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now Gillisley. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
All right, I give up on the companion app. We'll try it after halftime.
Brady now to throw.
Oh, come on.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down.
So I guess we're calling that.
Second down and 4. Now a carry for White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This is Gillisley, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 in enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. First down is Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown.
Oh, that's not broke at all. Yeah, that looks totally normal.
First touchdown of the new season. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Too early to be this frustrated this game.
Than a well-executed post route.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ready?
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll get this one up to
Peterson
the 26.
literally was
Just a
covering up
yard
the
on
ball
the pickup there, and it'll
a
bring up a
second
second
before the
and
guy
9.
touched him.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting
That's
1
fine.
yard. There was no room to run.
Thanks, EA. I'm just being stubborn now.
Second down following the run.
That was a fun first quarter.
We're waiting.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now Breeze on 3rd down.
Oh my God, he was wide open.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play
He couldn't have been more open for a 99 throw-in.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Why do I play this game?
This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They go play action here on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 62 yards.
I've never given up on a game in the second quarter. This isn't fun at all.
Now White. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Staff, this becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's Breeze. It's complete. Flainer, right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Breeze to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower in there to sack him for a loss of 6. From the gun on third down, Breeze. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. This is Jackson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd and 4.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Here's Gillisley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete.
My guy never made an attempt
and he's
for the
going to
ball.
have the first down
Didn't
yardage
even
to
run
the
at the ball.
35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Here's White. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to go for a big play down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Meanwhile, a 2nd quarter score from Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Left side, it's Dorsett. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his man on the crossing route. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that will drive a team towards a victory.
Kind of hard.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Okay.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Breeze now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one, where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. play fake here on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run with Gillisley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Am I losing my mind here? I could have swore I accepted a penalty that made it 3rd and
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went. No adjustments to knock the ball away.
Breeze now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wrong play. I hit the wrong button.
To throw is Breeze. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Yeah, it's great, right? That's great.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. Breeze now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas.
That's even better. That was even.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I have to admit, partner, that I often thought that I don't like this rule. where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Jackson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Second down, 9 yards to go. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure. Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Lutz puts this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want. Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kobe Flainer. The Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'm glad Jones showed up to play today.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Going to give this time to the tailback. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one whistled against the big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And getting a look at the Wildcat here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And
That's
he'll get
lame.
this out
That's
past
such
the
a lame
45
play.
to the
I hate
47.
that formation.
It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Formation doesn't even make sense at all.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Ginn. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time. A drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Breeze. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that, not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run again with Peterson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Freaking Patriots are so good. I'm getting lucky just to hang in there.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Second down following the run. Breeze is looking to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Breeze to throw.
That's ball game. And I got lucky because he sucked up his safety. It's not ball game. It's a lot of time. But
So
I got
on
lucky
3rd
in that
and
play.
medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off. Not going to be difficult against me.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big one.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
All right, partner, we just saw the second interception of the game against Tom Brady. I'm going to see my eye doctor because I did not really see that, did I?
Well, nobody sees it often. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions all season. Did not throw 2 in a game, so certainly a rarity. On the ground, this is Jackson, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now, whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I don't know if you're watching Dwayne, but looks like my Astros just took.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
What's going to happen here? Ah, hell, I better run a play. I hate being in this situation.
Third down, still 14 yards left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways.
Oh my God. I just can't catch a break.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
That's not cool. Yeah, I wish I could do something because that's not, there's nothing I can do. That sucks.
Yeah, the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Good game, man. Get out the rest of the way. It's super late, so I gotta get to bed. If you don't hear me, I'll message you in the morning for sure.
Really,
I
the
gotta get my
fourth
butt to
quarter
bed.
coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme.
I feel bad about winning this one. I got manhandled.
Really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Saints, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.